Hi everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel. Today I'll be doing my preview and prediction for Game 1 of the 2023 State of Origin series. This will be a first for the channel because since I've started the YouTube channel I haven't talked about State of Origin that much. I think I've only done 2 videos, but this will be the first time that I'll ever be previewing and talking about an actual game in the State of Origin series. And unlike other YouTubers, I go into this series as a neutral. I don't support either New South Wales or Queensland, so my preview and prediction of this will be totally unbiased. I'm just going to present the facts and I'm just going to come up with my conclusion of who I think will win in Game 1. Just a brief overview of State of Origin and the history about it. In 1980 it became a concept, but it weren't until 1982 that the first full 3-game series occurred. In total, Queensland have won the Shield 23 times, New South Wales have won it 16 times, and there's been 2 draws. In both of those occasions, because it were a drawn series, Queensland retained the State of Origin Shield. In total, Queensland have won 67 matches in the State of Origin, New South Wales have won 57, and there's been 2 draws. In the last 5 series, New South Wales has won 3 of those. And interestingly, before 2006, both Queensland and New South Wales had won 12 shields each. However, as we all know, between 2007 to 2013, Queensland won 8 series in a row. And along with that, they set a lot of records, which I don't think will be broken anytime soon. And pretty much all the records in State of Origin are held by Queensland or Queenslanders currently. That includes the biggest winning margin in an Origin game. They've also got the player with the most Origin appearances, players with the most tries in Origin. Pretty much they hold all the records except for with New South Wales. They hold the record for the most points scored in a match by one player, which was Ryan Girdler, 32 points. And the most goals in a match also by Ryan Girdler. And also I think they hold the record for the most drop goals by a player in a match, which was Benny Elias back in 1994. But besides that, Queensland pretty much hold all the records in State of Origin. But like I said earlier in the video, up until 2006, State of Origin were quite even, I believe. But since 2006, Queensland has definitely pulled away from New South Wales, and they definitely hold all the records at the moment. So New South Wales with a lot of work to do in that department. So, Game 1 of the 2023 State of Origin series kicks off in the City of Churches, Adelaide, at Adelaide Oval to be precise. State of Origin was played there once before in 2020 when it were a COVID-interrupted season, and Queensland won that 18 points to 14 there. Now, just quietly, I'm not really a fan of Adelaide Oval in Perth and Melbourne and everyone else hosting State of Origin. I think these days State of Origin has become a bit of a travelling circus. I think it really should stay just in Queensland and New South Wales, but that's just my own personal opinion. Now, I'm unsure if this game is going to be a sellout because, as we all know, Adelaide is an AFL city predominantly, followed by cricket and football and some other codes, and rugby league is a minority sport there, but it has been promoted heavily, so maybe we might get a sellout, maybe we don't get a sellout. So let's look at the team list. First off, we'll start with New South Wales. And this one is a bit of an outdated team list because there's been some things that have happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. Of course, as we all know, Latrell Mitchell has been ruled out. Stephen Crichton is replacing him. And also, Nathan Cleary might not play because I think he's got an infected tooth or something like that, which is quite nasty. But if he's not going to play, Nicholas Hines will jump in. For the rest of the team, I think that a lot of people expected this team to be named the way it has been. The only major surprise, I think, for a lot of people is Tavita Pangai Jr. And I think the only reason why he really got selected is because there has been a few injuries, most notably to Regan Campbell-Gillard. I think also some people were a bit confused as to why Apasai Coruscant got picked over Damien Cook. Obviously, the way that Souths have been playing this year and how they've been up the top of the table, some people have been questioning why Coruscant has been picked over Cook. But anyways, that's who Bradfield has decided to go with. And there's also a debutant in there with Hudson Young. But besides that, it's pretty much the core of the team that was there before. And with Queensland, there's not too many changes with their squad. There was a lot of talk about who's going to get picked, Reece Walsh or Keelan Ponga. Billy Sleed has decided to go with Reece Walsh. The only major selection that people have really been talking about is why is Murray Tulungi in the team. A few people have been questioning that, especially how North Queensland have been going this year. But besides that, it's a good team for Queensland. Lots of pace in the backs there, and it isn't too much different to what I've seen from them in previous years with the squad. So, as I said, the only really major out for them is they decided to go with Reece Walsh over Keelan Ponga. So my views on both the team lists, I think that both Queensland and New South Wales have named very good sides for the opening match of the State of Origin series. This is going to be a really interesting match because it's going to be in neutral territory. It's going to be at Adelaide Oval. Obviously, the shape of the ground, I think, will also play a bit of a factor in this match because it is a cricket oval / AFL oval. So I think the kicking games between both sides will be interesting because I think they're used to mainly playing at a rugby league field. But this is such an important match, even though obviously all game one matches are important, especially for New South Wales. This one is a really important game that they have to win because we all know about game two and we all know where that's going to be. I think out of the two sides, it's more important that New South Wales get this win in game one, because if they lose game one, they have to travel to Suncorp Stadium for game two, and their record at Suncorp Stadium when they need a result or it's a decider is quite poor, and especially Suncorp Stadium is a totally different ground at Origin time. It becomes a cauldron, very hostile. It's made up of 95% Queenslanders, and it's going to be very tough for them to get a result there. So like I said, with New South Wales, I think it's very important that they get a win, because look at the scenario. If Queensland lose game one, they know that they've got that match in Suncorp Stadium game two in front of their home crowd where they have such a good record. Whereas with New South Wales, it's going to be really hard for them to get a result up there. But if New South Wales can get that game one, even though if they lose game two, they know that the decider will be in Sydney there at Stadium Australia. So, as I said, both sides are going to be really desperate to win game one. But I think over the course of the series, very important that New South Wales get that win in game one. So my tip for game one, I am going to go for New South Wales to win game one at Adelaide Oval by 4 points. I think this is going to be a really tight affair. I think that you will probably see Queensland take the lead, and I think that Queensland will probably lead at half time, but I think New South Wales will come back and they'll win game one, and obviously it'll go up to Suncorp Stadium where the pressure will be on Queensland, but Queensland have such a good record up there. So that's my tip for game one. First try scorer, I'm going to go for Josh Adokar to get the first try. Anytime try scorer, I will pick Selwyn Cobbo to get a try for Queensland. I think that he'll cross over. And two other players that I think will score in this game will be Hamiso Tabuai-Fedor and also Tom Trbojevic will get a try for New South Wales. But that has been my preview and prediction of the Game 1 of the 2023 State of Origin series. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know who you think is going to win Game 1, New South Wales or Queensland. And if you like Rugby League history on YouTube, I also have a Facebook, TikTok and Instagram page. Go check those out. But anyways, this has been Rugby League history, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye for now.